Hello and welcome to Daily Reflection with Aneel Aranha. Today is the 8th of June 2019. We're going to reflect on John 21, 20-25. Listen. Peter turned and saw the disciple whom Jesus loved following them. He was the one who had reclined next to Jesus at the supper and had said, "Lord, who is it that is going to betray you?" When Peter saw him, he said to Jesus, "Lord, what about him?" Jesus said to him, "If it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? Follow me." So the rumors spread in the community that this disciple would not die. Yet Jesus did not say to him that he would not die, but if it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? This is the disciple who is testifying to these things and has written them, and we know that his testimony is true. But there are also many other things that Jesus did. If every one of these were written down, I suppose that the world itself could not contain the books that would be written, the gospel of the Lord. This is a delightful story that teaches us a great lesson. To give you the background, Jesus appears to Peter again after his resurrection, and after a breakfast of fish, asks Peter 3 times if he loves him. That he asked Peter this 3 times is because Peter denied him 3 times. Peter, of course, answers that he does, and each time Jesus tells him to do something. The first time he says, "Feed my lambs." The second time he says, "Tend my sheep." And the third time he says, "Feed my sheep." In effect, he is recommissioning Peter. Then Jesus tells Peter to follow him, and the two set off together. But as they are walking, Peter turns and sees John following them. And he asks Jesus what he's going to do about John. And Jesus very bluntly tells Peter to mind his own business. He has just given Peter a task for a lifetime ahead. He was to concern himself with what he was given and not bother about his plans for John. What's the lesson for us? Listen. God has a plan for each of us, and it's a good plan. He reveals it to those of us who seek him out. Unfortunately, most of us appear more concerned with what plans Jesus has for other people. 2 things happen as a result. 1, we get jealous because the grass invariably looks greener on the other side. 2, consumed with jealousy, we don't carry out the plan that Jesus has for us because we spend much of our time and energy trying to prevent the other person from fulfilling God's plan for them. I am reminded of the parable of the talents, where this guy goes away on some business, leaving some talents, that's a unit of currency, with 3 stewards. To one, he gave 10 talents, to another he gave 5, and to the third he gave 1. While the first 2 servants doubled what they had been given, the third servant buried the talent he had been given. I am convinced the reason he did this is because he was resentful the other 2 had been given more than him. Now each of us is a steward. We have each been entrusted with a certain responsibility. The trick to being a good steward is to do the best we can with what we have been given without caring about what other stewards may have been given. And if we show ourselves to be good stewards, then God is happy and a promotion is on the cards. The wiser among us become great stewards by working together with other stewards, and then God's delight knows no bounds. How about we become not just good, but great stewards by working together? God bless you.